Namaste all. Very good evening. Am I audible? Yeah, this Vishwa from PANI Deals. So today again we are live with another founder. Uh, so here you can get some walkthrough of the product, and also you can ask the questions you have regarding the product, and as well you also uh, stand a chance to win giveaway codes as well. So welcome to PANI community, and you can join us on YouTube, Facebook page as well. Okay. So yeah, I request you to join on YouTube actually. I will share the link in the comments, like I'm showing up in the screen as well. Okay. So anyway, yeah, the fund is here. Let's welcome. Namaste Vikas. How are you doing?
Hi, Vishwa. Thank you. I'm doing well, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much. So yeah, thanks again for joining us today.
Yeah.
Welcome to the community. Uh, so how is it going so far?
Yeah, it's going good, man. I mean, glad to be able to do a few of these live sessions, be very close to customers, talk to them, and understand their requirements. So, yeah, it's going good so far.
Yeah, that's great to hear. So it's been how many days actually the campaign is going on?
It's been about 4 weeks now.
Okay,
I think we'll just be there for a couple of more weeks. But then, yeah, the experience has been extremely nice.
yeah, that's great to know. So let's get started. I usually will have brief introduction about the product, founder, team, company, that stuff, uh, and then we will have walkthrough of the product.
Mhm.
Like usually it is about like how quickly we can get started with the product, how you can put to use immediately, and you can try it out. Anyway, we have some days to try it out and decide on the product. So that will show, and then we take questions from the community regarding
Sure.
the product. So
Sure.
this is how it goes, and we will announce the winners lately. Okay. Yeah. So thanks again for joining us. Let's get started. So can you please introduce about your entrepreneur journey, how you got into this product idea, and how it's been so far, when it started, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the B2B SaaS ecosystem for a little over 13 years now. So, my co founders and I have worked together in a few SaaS startups previously. And throughout our journeys, we have learned that demos are a very critical part of any software business. So, be it when you're on a sales team trying to close deals, or be it when you're trying to onboard new customers, or you want to upsell or cross sell your new features or new products, demos are extremely important. And we were facing a lot of issues to give demos of the companies that we were a part of, because the process was not there, it was not easy to share. And we tried different ways. We sent screenshots, we sent videos, we sent gifs, but they were not really interactive, and it was not really great as such. That's basically how we said, what, if we are the only ones facing this problem, it might be a one-off, but let's see if more people are actually facing similar difficulties. So we jumped on, spoke to a lot of people, did a lot of user interviews, had a conversation with multiple people who were leading marketing teams and sales teams across the globe, and realized that this is a problem that everybody faces, not one or two companies. And that's ultimately how we decided to build the product that we are building right now. And over the course, what we also learned is demos are not just a part of the process, it's also a place for people to tell their own stories. Right? How do you narrate about your product? What happens with your product? What pain point are you solving? That's eventually how the name Fable came into play, and that's what we're building right now.
Okay, yeah, that's great to hear. So when it started actually, actually the product, Fable.
We started building this about a year and a half back. So we took about a year to sort of build everything out, work with our beta customers, get everything out. And over the last few months, we have had a bunch of SaaS customers on our MRR model, who we have onboarded. And now we have fast tracked our product development and the kind of features that we're putting out. And this attempt in actually selling on the likes of AppSumo is for us to fast track user feedback, understand what use cases are people talking about with respect to Fable, and how are they using the product. So yeah, that's basically why we are here.
That's great. So how big is your team?
We are a team of 12 members right now. I mean, with the majority of them being in the engineering department, because we are focusing on trying to build a pretty fast and rapid product. I mean, we were about 10 4 weeks back. We are 12 now. We are already in the process of hiring one or two more people in the next few weeks. So we are growing fast with the whole intent of actually building products as quickly and as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's great. So you only have one product as of now.
Yes.
Okay. So thanks again for explaining the background of the product and team as well. So it's been 1 month, 4 weeks on the LTD campaign. So how is it going so far?
Yeah, we are doing extremely well. At least that's what we've been told from the community, because this is our first time launching, on AppSumo. So we've been told that we've done extremely well, and at least from our point of view, not just looking at the numbers, the kind of feedback that we've received, the kind of pros and cons that we have gotten to learn, our understanding of people using a product, and the feedback that we have. So I think that those are invaluable. So that way, we are extremely happy with whatever we have, achieved thus far. And obviously, outside of these live sessions as well, we're also doing a bunch of one-on-one calls with customers, doing live demos with them, our own webinars internally. So that way, we're trying to be as close to all our customers as possible and learn from them. So yeah, I think it's been good.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I know because it will be too busy to even look outside. Actually, you can't even breathe. So on AppSmop is actually showing the deal is going to end in 6 days. Is it price change? Otherwise, price change. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the price is going to increase for the last couple of weeks. So that's basically what's going to happen. The 3rd of July is when the current price is going to be as the last date, which is why I think you'll see 6 days remaining or so. And after that, we'll be moving to a new pricing tier for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, that's a little bit about our campaign.
That's great. Actually, so I'll update the community as well right now. Uh, so can you show some brief demo or walkthrough about the product?
Sure.
How easy and quickly we can get into it?
Absolutely. I mean, happy to do that. So, what I'll do is in this case, I'll try to create a quick demo of Google Calendar. I mean, the reason I picked Google Calendar is I think I started showing that in one of the live sessions, and I wanted to keep it standard across all live sessions. So I just use Google Calendar everywhere. And the process remains the same. I mean, it can be HubSpot, Salesforce, or
Yeah,
any software application. The process still remains the same. So let me just share my screen, and wish if you can confirm, let me know once you can see my screen.
yeah, I can see making it live.
Okay. Is it live?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll just show a quick demo of how to use Fable, right? So let's just say I want to showcase a couple of different features of Google Calendar. So in this case, I'm using my test Google Calendar account. I've already logged into my account. So once I've done that, the first thing would be to fire up Fable's Chrome extension. In this case, I've already pinned it to my browser. And once I'm ready to record a demo, I click on what I say, record a new demo, then allow Fable a few seconds to show the instructions in terms of what happens at the back. And now we are ready to record the demo. So what it means is Fable captures every single interaction that we are going to do. So now, just for the case of this YouTube live session, I've created a test event. Let's say I want to create a demo to show how people can edit a event in Google Calendar. So we click on this particular event, we say edit event. Let's say we want to add a new guest because there's no guest that's added, and then we'll send them an invite to be a part of this particular event. Now, assuming that these were the only steps I want to showcase in this demo, I do all of these, go back to the Chrome extension, and say stop recording. Once we do that, Fable asks us to create a new demo and give it a name. So we'll just follow that process. Okay. And then Fable automatically picks up a few styling elements depending on the product that we are using. And here is the first important thing that Fable does. So Fable is basically recreating the Google Calendar demo that we have captured as a part of the recording. So, what it means is we are not just taking screenshots and lining them up one after the other. We are recreating a copy of the entire front end, the HTML, the CSS, etc. So, all the scrolls, the tooltips, the hovers, the animations, everything will be captured. I'll show you in a few seconds as to what that means. And the end experience would be as close to you using the real Google Calendar application as possible. And again, just to note, as of now, we have not done anything. We have just recorded the demo. We have not done any configurations, editing, branding, etc. So let's just see how it works, right? So now you can see we are in Fable's account. You're no more in Google Calendar. This is the name of the demo that we've given. So as you can see, I can still scroll through this particular demo. I can fiddle around with my all calendars, go through all of these options the same way I was able to do it with Google Calendar. So Fable knows that I started off by clicking on the test event. I clicked on editing an event. I added the guest, etc. So it knows what all I captured. It knows what all I was trying to do, and it recreates that for me, right? So that's step one of Fable. You recording a demo. The second part of using Fable is actually editing and configuring this demo, right? So obviously, a lot of people ask us, how do we remove the Fable branding? So you just come to branding and say remove Fable's watermark. Everything that you see here can be customized. So be it the text, here, or the background image in terms of the background colors, the call to action buttons, the font size, the font style, all of them can be customized. In addition to all of these, if people say, hey, because I don't want to add the text here, I want to add a video or an audio, I can just opt for adding a video or an audio guide here, and our inbuilt video SDK opens up. So this is pretty similar to you recording a video, and for every step of the demo you can record a video or audio and say, hey, this is how this step works, right? Now, a new thing that a lot of people have requested us for is, hey, Vikas, can we have a combination of both a text guide as well as a video guide? And can we upload third party videos? Let's just say YouTube videos. You can actually do that. So let's just say we pick a random video, the link of that particular video, and we paste the URL of that particular product here. It automatically is showcased in your guide. So now you can write some text, you can also add some images, and in the same guide box, you can also add some video. So this is completely available for people across all the tiers, and they can customize it, right? Once this is done, the most advanced feature that people use Fable for is where this comes in. It's called on screen HTML customization. Like we said, we are not a screenshot tool, and we capture pretty much everything on the front end side of Google Calendar. So whatever you see on the left hand side of my screen is editable. Now let's just say I don't want this to be called just calendar, right? I want this to be called PANI calendar. It automatically is updated here on my screen and in the demo. Or I don't want to show this element which says June 2024. I come here, hide this particular element, this is gone, right? Or I want to change this image. I click on that particular image, I choose replace image and choose anything from my laptop. So everything that you see, be it text, be it an image, be it an icon or any element on the screen, you can edit, blur, hide, delete, and do whatever you want, which is not possible with any other software right now, which is the most advanced feature of Fable, right? So this is what we call as on-screen HTML customization. So you can do this to create demos for onboarding, how-to guides for your help center, sales demos based on your use case, or you can create a demo of your product, use it in your marketing showcase. So the use cases are quite a few, depending on what you intend to showcase it for. Once all of these are done, you basically go and click on publish, and Fable allows you two different publishing options. One is obviously, if you want to embed this in a landing page, or if you want this demo, obviously you can add this your own CNAME and custom domain, etc. And this demo opens up in the form of a custom URL as well, right? So yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, we've anyway not covered most of the advanced features, but in a nutshell, this is how you can record a demo, edit a demo, publish and share a demo with Fable, and ultimately it is a fully interactive demo like we saw of the Google Calendar application just now. So yeah, I mean, happy to answer any questions based on what we saw.
Yeah, first of all, actually, I really surprised and impressed with the product. Actually, it's to be frank, I had the same impression that this is another video screen casting tool, just like Loom. Uh, but that anyway, turning into another purpose, like it can be marketing or something. But really, where Fable standouts it, like it is like the I think one and only product demo tool with all these features very much required actually. Yeah, I keep recording the videos for my own products. I have a few products working on, and also as an agency, we also keep designing the solutions and showing them to the clients actually to get the final approval. So a lot of stuff I have to work on before even recording the screen, like hiding the sensitive data information,
Yep.
like APK or something blurring, and then some I take keep taking a screenshot. So there are some scenarios where I have to take screenshots from the websites. So where there will be some marketing stuff like chat boards, otherwise some numbers, CTA, something like that. I don't want them in the screenshot or something. So to remove them, actually, what I do is like I keep adding the CSS into the window, and then I do that. And sometimes what happens if I by mistake if I refresh them, it's everything gone, and then I get frustrated. Yeah, I have experienced all these things personally. I think this is pretty much very simple and straightforward, very much useful actually. And also I like this. This is not just about screencasting tool anymore. This is more of uh, kind of what's a you are bringing the experience of that application
Yes.
to the demo actually. So rather than yeah, there are two three types of demos actually. One is video, one is tutorials. We show them as a product demo, like how to go in. Another one, we have product tours within the application. So what I see is like this is more than that. All of them combined actually. So you are giving them step by step instructions, so you are explaining them, because in the product tool there is no voice or video. So where it goes, you just label them on the elements. And in the normal videos and tutorials, actually you're not guiding them with the hand, you are just
Yes.
asking them to go actually. So
Yep.
here actually you are taking them there, and you are explaining in the voice as well what is it, something like that. So it's all round product demo, and I think it's very much useful and powerful when compared to the normal tools, because we have to do two three types of content generation and that stuff to handle this. I think this will be very much helpful. I really appreciate you have put a lot of thoughts into it. Um, Great work, really.
Thank you, Visha. Thank you. I mean, I think if you saw, I was smiling all through when you were talking because that is exactly why we have built Fable.
Yeah.
Exactly why. Because see, video, there are thousand tools out there, right? I mean, if you
Yes.
want to use a video tool, there is no better tool than Loom, right?
Yes.
You
Yes.
record my screen, you record my face, my background, I show my screen. I obviously can change the size of my bubble, etc. Right? But
Yes.
video is just for passive consumption.
Exactly.
I record something, you watch it, you don't watch it, doesn't matter. But I'll tell you the problems that we have seen a few customers before who before Fable what they faced, right? They don't know if people are interacting with the video. They don't know which part of the video they found it useful.
Yes.
They don't know whether if they've after used the video, did they go back and do the same thing in the product, right? So if things are not working, they don't know if was it because the video was bad or was it because people didn't understand, right? So the answer to all of that was make it active, just not make it passive, right? So here with an interactive demo, the
Exactly.
demo doesn't go to the next step if you don't interact with it,
Yes.
right? So you are forced to actually interact with it and basically learn, okay, fine, this is how it works. Also think of it as you giving a sneak peek of how the product works, right? So that way, and like you said, since it's an HTML demo, it's as if I were using the Google Calendar application right now. Right?
Yes.
I'm clicking on the same tab, I'm clicking on the same edit icon, I'm adding that same particular event. So the experience is as close to the end product as possible, right? So that's the reason a lot of people actually come to Fable. Again, the use cases are different for a video or a screenshot in this, but considering the way we have seen, this is something that a lot of people can use across the board.
Exactly. Yeah. Uh, we already got some questions as well. So
Yes,
regarding,
please.
so uh, And what are the actually next level features coming up on the product?
I mean, a lot of people talk about AI. So I mean, when somebody asks me what are the next kind of features that are coming up, I would say the first thing is I'm sure that a lot of people are waiting for some AI features. So there are a bunch of AI features that we are planning. In fact, if you see our public roadmap, I'll obviously share. I mean, I'm sure everybody has the link to it, but otherwise I can share it as well. We have started working on a bunch of AI features as well, starting from you being able to add an AI voiceover, starting from you being able to automatically add the message that you saw through AI. So, basis the application that you're using, Fables AI would be able to see that and say, hey, you know what, this is what this demo is about, right? This is where I'm clicking, etc. Right? So, we'll start with small basic tips like voiceovers, etc. Eventually, our end goal is to basically be the de facto demo product out there. So, when somebody thinks demo, we want Fable to be the product that they're thinking of, and I don't want people to even spend the time that I did. So you just log into Google Calendar and say, hey Vikas, I'm creating a Google Calendar demo for Vishwa, can you show him how to edit an event? That's all. Fable does everything for you and creates the demo. That is our end goal. I don't know whether it's going to take 12 months, 24 months, etc. But the idea is we want to solve for demos and demos alone, right? Because that's one problem that we very clearly understand. Because in our previous jobs, we would have been classic customers for a product like Fable. So we
Yes.
understand the pain point very well, and that's how we are going after. But outside of this as well, there are a bunch of other things that we're working on. But I'm sure that people are primarily looking for AI stuff, which is why I spoke about it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's everywhere actually. So yeah, there are a lot of demand for that, and yeah, a lot of use cases, and we need to be picky anyway, because we don't want to keep unnecessary stuff into the product. So as a product owner, you have to decide what to focus on. So and anyway, as you are going to get a lot of feedback from the community and people, you can prioritize according
Yes,
to their demand and
absolutely.
your roadmap. Yes. Okay, so let's take some few questions already.
Yes,
The
please.
unique feature that sets Fable apart from the other tools is in the market that use screenshots or video captures for creating demos. Why editing the HTML is not part of tier 1? Okay.
Okay, so there are 2 to 3 things that unique feature that sets Fable apart from other tools in the market that use screenshots or video captures. See, the unique features, Mabel, is that screenshots in general does not require you to use a demo tool particularly. You use any desktop application, capture a few screenshots, stitch them together, and put it. Or if you want to create videos, like I said, Loom is the best tool. I mean, you don't have to use a different tool for videos, right? What Fable is very clearly saying is if you want to create a fully interactive demo, this is the best product that is out there compared to the ones that you're talking about, right? And that's the first half of your question. Second is, why is editing HTML not part of tier 1? Again, it's just basis a few things that we have learned from the LTD community in terms of what we want to showcase in tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So it's just the way we have structured is for people who want to start using demos, tier 1 is a good option. For people who are power users, where you want to create different kinds of demos, integrate, etc., tier 2 is a good option. For agencies and large companies who are going to be managing multiple accounts, tier 3 is a good option. So that way we have structured these particular tiers and designed it. But then, like I've been saying across Facebook, on an app store, and other forums as well, we're always open to listening to from our customers. So if you have any specific feedback, feel free to write to us on all our channels, and then we'll be more than happy to consider that.
Yeah, thank you. uh, this really look good. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Rahul.
Any additional options beside HTML customization to improve the overall presentation and effectiveness of the demo?
Absolutely, Mabel. So the first thing that we are actually doing is what we call as mobile responsiveness strategy. So now, if you saw, I recorded a demo of Google Calendar. Now, when I recorded it from my laptop alone. Now, if the Google Calendar team, while they were building it, created that app in a responsive way, Fable automatically creates 2 copies of the demo. So one is a mobile demo, one is a laptop demo, right? So if I log in from my phone, I would see a mobile responsive demo, right? So this is something that nobody else does. More so, not possible in screenshots, because if I'm taking a screenshot and I view it on mobile, I'll have to zoom. right? You need features like pan and zoom. Here pan and zoom is not required because I'm capturing the code directly, right? So stuff like that. And two, we also spoke about the lot of AI stuff that's coming, going forward as well. So yeah, I mean, these are a bunch of things, etc., that we are eventually doing to help you create better demos. So yeah, please keep an eye out and try out our product.
Can we add voiceover in audio like from 11 Labs?
Two parts to this question, Niru. You can add voice over today. Like I said, you can also add videos, you can also add audio. From 11 Labs, again, the way we are building our own AI model right now, you don't even have to use 11 Labs. So we'll directly integrate with, let's say Claude or, ChatGPT models. And then your text might be converted into audio themselves. You can choose the tone of the voice and then it comes out as a voiceover. So that's the way we are currently structuring our AI model, which should be live in the next few months. So yeah, I mean, if you're already a customer of Fable, you will get access to it as and when that goes live.
HTML looks quite powerful. Yes,
Thank you.
that's really good feature to have the ability to edit them all. Yeah, of course it is. I'm very much surprised actually. HTML is rock feature of Fable. Again,
Thank you, Ra.
compliments, compliments, compliments. Is there any option to add animation to or change the clicking points most pointed?
Yes. So the reason why it's a yes, Shuja, is because we're not taking screenshot. We're capturing the entire HTML. So because I'm capturing entire HTML, when you saw me editing everything on the screen, I was able to go to any element, click on that, edit, replace, hide, delete, right? The same way I can also change the clicking points. So instead of me editing, I'm just adding a click event there. That's all. So that's the advantage, right? So imagine you wanted to show some more steps in the same screen, but you forgot to do it while recording. You don't have to go back and record again. I can just go back to my Fable editing dashboard, click on that, and it will be like, okay, fine, add a new guide or add a new mouse point, etc. And then you can use it. So, yes, short answer is yes, it's possible.
That's great. Adding voiceover will make the demo more attention grabbing. Yes.
Yes. So, like I said, you can also add videos, you can also add audios, you can also add YouTube videos, Loom videos, Vimeo videos, all of that is anyway possible.
How can we use Fable in e-commerce?
So we have seen a few customers of ours use Fable in e-commerce already, Neeru. So I can give you a couple of examples. We have one bespoke leather shoe e-commerce website that actually uses Fable to show people how to customize their shoes. Or you want to basically create a guide on how to, add discount coupons or use multiple payment options in their cart, or you want to show people what are the different kinds of products and what sort of discounts that they can get. So use cases are quite a few, depending on what you want to use it, right? Do you want to tell them how to customize, do you want to tell them how to track their order, or do you want to tell them how to make a purchase? So depending on the kind of use case you have, you can use Fable wherever you'd like.
Sure, it can help to create assignments using video and audio.
Nice. Thank you.
Zooming or magnifying the clicking point is not a bad idea, I think. So, do you have any plan to add that?
We have received a few requests for this, Ruja, but the reason, I'll tell you why we haven't done it so far, right? We are not a screenshot tool where you have to zoom to focus on the element. The end result, the same thing that you saw with Google Calendar right now, is it looks exactly like the original Google Calendar event itself. If I'm actually adding zoom on an original Google Calendar application, the the nativity factor goes out, right? Because it doesn't feel real anymore. It just looks like I'm just adding for the sake of it. But like I said, even though I'm the founder, the decisions are taken by the customers, right? If more and more customers like you ask for it, then I think we don't have a choice than to build it.
Okay, customer centric. So, can you explain how analysis? Oh, okay, what is it?
I think they're asking about
Maybe
what
analytics.
analytics. Yeah, so you will be able to see the details of what's happening with each of your demos, right, Mr. Singh? So, how many people are viewing the demo? What steps have they completed in the demo? How much time did they spend
Okay,
on each screen of the demo? So, depending on your use case, you will be able to use all of those details and maybe send automated emails or follow ups or some sort of a conversation later on. So, all of that would be anyway available for you in the Fable dashboard itself.
okay, that's great. What integrations does Fable offer to enhance its functionality and usability for users, including analytics?
So, like I said, the first thing, as we've listed on our AppSumo page as well, is we have webhooks enabled for all tiers. So, regardless of the tier that you are on, you can use custom webhooks to be able to connect Fable with any different application of your choice. We also have a Pably Connect. We also have a Zapier integration. On the higher tiers, we also have a HubSpot integration. So yeah, we are shipping integrations continuously. But I'd say even without us shipping any of those, if you use one of custom webhooks, Pably or Zapier, you will be able to connect to any tool of your choice.
Can we add it in Outlook calendar?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what that means, but if you're saying, can we create a demo of Outlook Calendar? Yes, it should just load on the browser. I created one of Google Calendar, so I don't see a reason why it shouldn't create for Outlook.
Can we track like heat map thing? Okay.
Heat map is different from what we are doing, Rahul, right? So, for you to be able to track like heat map, it's a completely different analytics product. So that's not what we do. It's completely different in terms of what we do.
No, maybe I think they're asking like how people are interacting the demo that they want to track.
Oh, okay. So in terms of how people are using the demo, we won't see. Okay, fine. Now the difference between a real product and an interactive demo with Fable, Rahul, is that every time you place a click event, like I showed on Google Calendar right now, the guide opens up next to that particular element. So you're already telling people saying, "Hey Vishwa, hey Rahul, click here," right? But in your actual product, you don't see any of those guides. So people can click wherever they want. But here you're telling them that, hey, you should only click here, right? So that way, the heat map having heat map doesn't make sense, because majority of the people will anyway click on the place that you're asking them to click, right? So which is the reason we don't have a heat map. So yeah, I mean, if that's the question that you asked, this is my answer.
Yeah. So much good then guide jar.
GuideJar. Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I mean, GuideJar though is a great product, but uh, where we are extremely different is they're a screenshot tool. Screenshots have their own use cases, but Fable is not at all a screenshot tool. Like we discussed, it's a fully interactive demo platform. So they're totally different products.
What is upcoming in the future 1 year? Like will it be part of the LTD any roadmap?
Yes, I mean, just to show a little bit about our roadmap. So I'll share my screen again. Just give me a second. Okay, let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, making it live.
Yes.
Okay.
So as you can see, this is our public roadmap. By the way, most of, when I would say most, I think close to 90% of whatever you see here is something that we've collaborated with you all, from the time, even before the time that we launched on LTD. So you can see the list of features that we've completed recently. You can see the list of the ones that are planned, the ones that are in progress. So yeah, depending on the plan that you're on, whether you're on tier one, tier two, and tier three, as a part of our agreement with AppSumo, we have mapped each tier to our SaaS plans on our website. And depending on which tier you're on, you will basically get all those features, accordingly. So yeah, I mean, this is a one public place for you to keep a track of what's happening. We anyway obviously send out notifications once every 45 days in terms of what the change log is, what are the new features we've fixed, new features we've come up with, or bugs that we've fixed, etc. So you will anyway come to know what's happening.
Okay. We have another question. Can we send these through Gmail also through link or attachment?
Yes, Rahul, you can send it as a link. So, like you saw, once we published the demo, there were two options to use the demo, right? Either you can embed this code in an iframe, or you can use it as a URL. So, obviously, you can send that link in Gmail or chat or wherever you'd like.
Okay. Yeah. These are the questions we have got till now.
Yes.
Maybe we'll get more. So there will be a couple of more weeks for the campaign to end, right?
Yes. So, on the July 3rd is when the current price, will be the last date. After that, we'll change the pricing. And after that, we are there for 2 more weeks. And after that, that's the end of the campaign.
Okay. So Actually, where is the company located? Like office stuff?
We're headquartered in the US, but most of our team is remote. I mean, I am based in Bangalore. My co-founders are based in Bangalore, but our team members, we have one person who's based in Dubai, one is in Calcutta, three are in Chennai, uh, three are in Pune. So we are spread pretty much across.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean that's basically our team.
Okay. So yeah, I think these are the questions. So do you have anything else to uh, announce or something? We haven't known it.
No, not particularly, but I think I'd also just like to take this opportunity to tell people that you know there are screenshots, there are screenshot tools, there are videos, there are video making tools, and then there are interactive demo tools. So often I see people trying to confuse all of them as competing products, while all of them are actually completely different. So you can't compare Loom to a guide jar to a Fable, right? So each of them have different use cases. So I mean, depending on what your use case is, I think the best product will have to be chosen accordingly. So yeah, I mean, this is just my opinion in basis the hundreds of questions that we've received, because I've seen people saying, "Hey, Vikas, can I add background music to the demo?" you know the whole concept of Fable is not to add the background music, it's to help people interact with the demo, right? And the other person, there was one more person who came to us and says, "Hey, can I replace Loom with your LTD?" We're not Loom, we don't intend to become Loom as well, right? So but then there are also questions like, I think we were asked on this call, can we add AI voiceovers? Yes, you can. We are all obviously working on that, and that will be made live. So depending on the use case, I would say please choose the right tool. But as far as our understanding says, if you're looking to create an interactive demo, we'd like to believe that we are the better option. So yeah, but I'd say try all the tools and then pick the one that suits you best.
Yeah, of course. Actually, that should be the way, because we cannot go by the market demand or some other stuff. We have to focus, or we have to pick what we need actually, what suits our requirement, and where we want to go. So yeah, personally, I have been using Berrycast, Loom, Komodo Dex for all this kind of stuff, even for demos as well, especially for solution that stuff and all. So now if I am going to make some product demos, actually, as I have a product especially, so I think Fable is the best choice, because yeah, for other solutions I may know not require Fable, because I will be taking, like, especially for automations. So I will be taking them through multiple applications. They don't need to interact with that stuff, but they just need to know what happening. That's it. So it's like passive one, not interactive one. So in that case, actually, I can use something like Berrycaster, Komodo Dex, or Loom.
Yes,
But when I'm demo giving the demo on the product, like how to use it, what to click, what you will get when you click on this, that stuff, then I think Fable is the best choice. Yeah, that's how I think. I also agree with you, like that's how we need to make decisions actually, rather than expecting something this will overtake Loom in 5 years, so I will be having the best LTD, something like that. Yeah, it shouldn't be the case.
yeah, thanks, Vish. I think that's exactly how we want to think about it, right? So, for example, if it helps, right? Even internally, for a few use cases, some of my colleagues and I use Loom, right?
Of course,
For
yes.
example, if I just want to share feedback on some design my team is working on, I can't use Fable. I am just recording a Loom video and sending them saying, "Hey, this is good, this is bad, etc." Right? So, depending on the use case, you use the tools, but obviously, one tool cannot fit all the use cases, right? So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
it is what
Yes.
it is.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. That is the case actually. And also there are other tools I've been using for my agency, and especially creative stuff, where we take them on to call just like Zoom, but we keep noting them and we even point out them. So that's a kind of another initiative, just like Fable. So yeah, everyone has their own use cases, so we have to
Exactly.
plan. And also actually when we are buying a product for tool, not even personal stuff, like individual one, we need to consider the team's opinion as well, like what they are comfortable, because if even if the product is great, and if the team is not using, that is uh, not a good investment, and actually we are trying to force them to use which they are not liking.
Absolutely,
So
I mean, totally
yeah.
agree. So yeah, I mean, it is. what it is depending on the use case. How will
Yeah.
it work like multi languages, English, German? Yeah, so seeing as you saw right now, the text guide, I'm assuming you're talking about the text guide because video, audio, you are the one who adds it in whatever language you want. So the text guide, the one that you saw was in English. You can replace English with whatever language you want: German, French, Mandarin, right to left like Hebrew. So you can paste the guides in whatever language and it works. So we already have people who are using it in multiple languages. For example, we have an agency in Germany who helps people customize their Go high level CRM. So they wanted to use Fable to create demos in German. So they're already doing it. So it's very much possible, and you can use it even today.
Okay, but I have this question. So is it possible to have multiple languages within a single demo?
Yes, you can. So
Okay.
very simple, right? So I mean, let me just go back and
Yeah,
share
please.
my screen. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Make it live. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, as you can see, this is in English, right? I just delete this and paste any French text here. It shows up. I go to this particular screen. Now, if here I delete this one in English, I can paste anything in Mandarin. So, in the same demo, you can have any number of languages because for us, the construct is this: we don't control what's happening in the editor. You can put whatever you want. So, one screen in Mandarin, one screen in French, one screen in German. Again, if that's not obviously something that people will do, but if you want to do it, you can very well do it.
Okay. Okay. That way. And we have, I think, maybe one more question. Okay, based location. Any plan to add the script of we use as subtitles?
I don't know what you're trying to ask, Rahul, but again, if you're asking us, is there a way to convert text to voice or voice to text? One of the things with respect to AI is already coming soon. So let's just say that you type it out in the form of text with our AI integration. The voiceover automatically comes up for that particular guide in the form of script, and you can use it. So that works. I think there's one more question. Will it auto translate? No, auto translate is not available right now because we don't know how people want to use the demo, right? So what happens if somebody only wants to showcase that demo in French, regardless of where that demo is seen from, or English? And we've also not received too many requests for this, so if we receive, we'll just figure it out. But at least even if you see the current roadmap right now, this is not a part of it because we have not seen many people talk about it as yet.
Okay. Yeah. This is it for now. Okay. One more. One second.
Yes.
Means when we add voice, it's text also comes like subtitles. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you can add the text. So as
Voice
in when
text.
the AI voiceover feature comes, you can add both the voiceover and the text. Yes, Rahul, that does happen.
Okay.
So yeah, looks like we've answered all questions.
Yeah. All of them are answered.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah. This is it from our side. Thank you so much again for joining us today. And also, yeah, you can feel free to use our community for feedback or something, announcements and all as well. And also,
Definitely.
you can coordinate with us with our team. Uh, Thank you so much again. Yeah. And all the best.
Thank you, Vishwa. It was a pleasure chatting with you. And yep, do share feedback once you get a chance to use Fable.
Sure. 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 I will do. I will do.
Thank you so much, here. Enjoy. And
Thank you
thank
so
you,
much.
everyone,
Yeah.
for joining.
It's my pleasure. Thank you. So thank you guys. This is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I think this is one of the great product. I'm also quite surprised with its features. I will be using that very soon, and I will also try to share the feedback, especially for our products. So yeah, what do you think? Please try it and decide yourself whether it suits your uh, requirements and whether it is like by your team or what. Okay. So thank you so much for joining us today again, and we will get back to you with another live. keep sharing your feedback with us and with the community. And thank you so much. Okay, what is this? The subtitle is font and colors can be changed. I think we just missed this question. By the time it is asked, the font is left. Okay, anyway, we'll try to answer in the community, otherwise even in the YouTube comments as well. Thank you so much for asking this. And solid one. Yes, in the preaching, it is a very solid product. It seems to be. Hope you like it. Thank you so much. Take care. See you again.